wears, how he speaks? Is it her timing, this guy's idea of a good time, or that one time he did that? Is it because she's a woman? Come on now. How about those moves, those looks, his style? Is it because they scare us, surprise us, make us uncomfortable? Like, really uncomfortable? Whatever it is, you know it when you see it. Here's to being one of a kind.
The Cardinal have clinched the duel 19-10 to our final bout of the night. 285 pounds, the heavyweight division, and Josh Marchok, the redshirt freshman from Illinois, will hook up against Chace Escom, the redshirt junior from Carlsbad, California. As these two get set to go, Escom coming out this year, putting on a good showing for the Sun Devils, and kind of revealing to us a little bit about his story of why he left the program last year. And Ken, you know more about this. He stepped away because of a serious issue.
Yeah, I mean, testicular cancer, he has beat it. He had surgery in fall of last school year, and then he thought it was gone, and then it came back, and he went through chemo all of last spring. He took the spring semester off of school, went home. He told me that wrestling helped him get through it, his desire to continue to wrestle, and his wrestling background, his mental toughness and physical toughness. He said chemo was one of the toughest things he ever did in his life, but he did it throughout the spring semester. He went home and did it in San Diego, and he beat it. He's in remission, and he's obviously healthy and out there battling. What a courageous effort. I mean, surgery, chemo, on the mat now, Division I wrestling, starting. Incredible.
Yeah, fantastic story for him, and really hasn't talked about it publicly to this point. I think you get the sense trying to make sure that the health was the main issue, but now kind of being more open about it and discussing it. Even some of the folks here at Arizona State didn't know about the totality of what he's gone through, but to come back, and he talked about how difficult the chemo was and just trying to keep himself active, walking on a treadmill at times when he could to keep up his strength, and really the start of the year finally starting to feel like he's worked back to full fitness. And he's not a true heavyweight. He's a 197-pounder wrestling up, says proudly he's at 206 in a weight class where the max is 285, and giving up some weight here to Marchok.
Yeah, definitely giving up at least 40 to Marchok, and he's fighting hard. Chace Escom is tough. You know, I was at the Iowa State match a couple nights ago. Iowa State's heavyweights every bit at 275. He's a monster, and it went to sudden death. It was a great match. Chace Escom is really wrestling courageously, and he's got another year after this year, too. I look for him to really have a great senior season, and he's got a big decision to make, whether to go down to 97 or bulk up to heavyweight. But right now, you know, as you said, he hasn't told too many people. He decided he wanted to be a role model. He wants to let people know that you can beat this. He wants people to know that wrestling helps you mentally and physically, and has helped him through his cancer. He wants other cancer patients out there to know that you could battle through this, and the mental and physical toughness you have is going to help you through it. So, yeah, the drugs and surgery help, but a lot of it is your mental state, your attitude, as well as your physical conditioning.
Stepped out here, no scoring in this first period. First diagnosed August of 2012. Done his chemo in February of 2013. And again, as Ken mentioned, took the semester off of school. Again, needs to have his checkups every 2 months or so, but so far so good. And the prognosis just overall great. And the wrestling coming along for him. So scoreless through the opening period. Marchok, 14-9 this season for Stanford, as you look at the particulars from Escom, Carlsbad, California, outside of San Diego.
This first period is really a win for Chace Escom. I mean, Marchok's bigger. Chace Escom's a goer. You know, he keeps thinking that this is huge right here. He's got to follow that hip ice. He's not going to be able to. Reversal. Whoa, and Marchok let him go. Okay, so we're going to be right back up on our feet.
So 2-1. In that flurry, give Escom a point for the escape. It doesn't happen in other weight classes because the wrestlers are close in weight together. But when you're a light heavyweight wrestling a guy that's so much heavier, what do you have to do to be successful?
You got to get in and out quick. I mean, duck unders, slide bys, high singles. That being said, though, Chace Escom likes to use a traditional head inside single. His best shot is going to be a single leg to the front leg, to the right leg. if Chace could get a sweep single on that right leg, he's looking for it. He's lefty. He's looking for that leg. You see him pecking at it. But, that's a big man to go under. I mean, he might wait till the end or sudden death or not at all. But if you look for him to take a shot, I look for him to get in there on that left hand to right knee. He's thinking about it, but Marchuk's just staying so solid. Like, he's not coming out of position. And the last thing you want to do is shoot in there and get squished. There it was. There's a single. Oh, he did. Nice maneuver. Excellent job. Excellent job. Wow.
Giving up 40 pounds.
Now he's going to work the ride, too. He needs to keep down. He's got to try to hold him. Marchuk does a good job of getting hand control and getting an escape.
Yeah, the ride against the bigger man is easier said than done, but does get the takedown, concedes the escape, or gives it up, and it's 3-3.
That was a great high single leg. Now Marchuk's got to pick it up a little bit. I don't think we're going to see a score in this period again. So I think what's going to happen in the third period, Eskim's going to pick bottom, and he's going to have to fight like crazy to get away from the big man. But Marchuk's nimble. It's going to be a great third period. That was textbook single leg. High single, cleared it. He knew what he was looking for. He's a smart wrestler. Tough and smart with good technique.
Sean Charles talked about the work of Eskim, been consistent performer, pleased with his competition level, especially when you factor in what he's gone through in his return after chemotherapy and cancer. 3-3 here into the third period. Don't forget, after us, women's gymnastics. Battle of two top 25 teams, Stanford and Oregon State. You'll see that after us here on Pac-12 Networks.
Nice move by Eskim. Gets out of there quickly. So he's winning, but he's been warned for stalling. Stanford's Marchuk is going to come at him hard.
Riding time not in play.
He's got to circle in. He can't get called for stalling. He's got to control the center of the mat. He's really got to get some offense of his own going. He's got to at least take some half shots.
4-3 the score. Eskim looking to hang on.
Banging for stalling already.
Yeah, there's the stall warning. Second one that costs him a point. So it's 4-4. Eskim and Marchuk now tied up.
See, I don't call that stalling. I call that fighting for your life. The guy's got 50 pounds on you, and you were just trying to survive. So now it's going to come down to one takedown. The stalling call got Marchuk to calm down. Marchuk was really working for that stalling call. Like, he wasn't really hitting a shot. He was just pushing. Well, it's going to come down to the wire here. Typical heavyweight fashion. Got to have conditioning, got to have good brains. A lot of guys make mistakes when they get tired. Neither one of these wrestlers wants to make that critical error. That was a good effort. That was a good effort by Eskim.
Under a minute left. Stanford's clinched the duel. Well, these guys could see each other at Pac-12's coming up here in about a month or so.
Tweaked his knee a little bit. Interesting. Wow. He has a pre-existing injury. Obviously, he's got a knee brace on that because that didn't look like too serious of a stumble. But what created that, though, is Eskim's offense. Eskim was pushing for the high single. He made his opponent react. There you see Tyrell Todd, the assistant coach. He's working individually. Here's the move. Here's right here. Oh, it was actually Marchuk that went for the move. Marchuk tried to go and kind of tweaked his knee, lost his balance. We're going to have an exciting third period here. Final 45 seconds, potentially sudden death. They're going to get that knee amended right there. They're consulting.
Marchuk getting attended to. You should see Eskim getting his words of encouragement. Saw Brett Bombach of Stanford plagued by a knee ailment earlier.
Well, fans, you are seeing some great wrestling. All these individual matches have been great. Like I told you all earlier, NR4W, National Registry for Wrestling.com, is working hard to promote wrestling on television. Pac-12 Network, Pac12.com, has got all sorts of highlights on there. For you serious fans, check these sites out, sign up for the registry, and follow our sport. We're going to be Sunday, 2 o'clock Pacific time. Oregon State's coming here to Tempe. It's going to be a good one. And then the Pac-12 finals, Sunday, March 3rd. it's going to be a good one between these teams. March 2nd, Sunday, March 2nd, Stanford is trying. It's at Stanford. They are committed to peaking and winning. Wow, he's going to let him go. Back to the here and now. He's going to let him go. Instead of trying to ride him, Jason, he's going to work for that final takedown.
So he gives up the escape and the lead here in the final 40 seconds. Do you like that call?
I'll tell you in 40 seconds. I'm surprised by it. He's been warned for stalling. I like it for Escom. I'm feeling pretty good about Escom's ability to defend himself. I mean, 25 seconds.
He's hitting for stalling.
I thought Stanford could have written him, or at least tried to.
Well, Marchuk got to get takedown here to win.
What a courageous effort by Chace Escom. Announces to the world he has cancer, fights a heavyweight 40, 50 pounds bigger than him, and he is looking to pull out the victory here. And you know the crowd, oh my gosh, stalling warning.
And a penalty point to Marchuk. The crowd doesn't like it. 5-5, we're going to overtime.
And Escom is bleeding badly from above the eye, and a referee should not take control of a match to that. The Arizona State bench is yelling, let them wrestle. They're you hear the fans are booing. Here you see the scramble. There's the stalling call. You know, they're in there biting. You see the coaches from Arizona State in the background. They're not happy about that.
Marchuk and attention for Escom.
The Arizona State bench has been given a warning for complaining. They were barking at the official, and they had means for it. I mean, the wrestler's been called 3 times for stalling in the match. A warning, a point, and a point. And the fans are hating it. There you see Brian Stith in the maroon tie next to Coach Charles. They're both disgusted with that. They wanted that win.
So here we go to overtime. Starts off with a minute of sudden victory. If you score takedown, you win. And if they're still tied, we'll go into the tiebreaker. Ride-out periods, 30 seconds for each wrestler, where riding time is tracked. And if we're still tied after that, we'll go back to a minute of sudden death and start over.
Yeah, well, both these guys have shown the propensity to be able to escape from each other, and neither one has shown much ability except for Chace to get the takedown. Chace Escom's got the one clean takedown. Oh, no, wow, nice high single. That's the same exact move that Escom used earlier. Oh, big deal right here. Marchuk gets him.
Marchuk able to rally here and get the win in overtime, 7-5. And that'll cap the dual meet win for Stanford.